Hey everyone, welcome to our live stream. I accidentally hit the button to go live instead of letting the countdown clock run. So you get a little behind the scenes sneak peek. So welcome. If you haven't joined us before, welcome to Dr. Ho's live stream. Today we're just going to talk about some tips and tricks to help prep your body for gardening season. It is finally getting warm outside. And as we go and enjoy the time in our gardens and enjoy the time outside, it is important that we prepare our bodies as well. I know I personally have suffered some injuries from gardening. Weeding is a very dangerous thing to do to your bodies. So we're going to go through some stretches to help prepare your body, some tools that you can maybe use to help, kind of prep your body and make sure that you don't pull anything. And then we'll do a little cool down stretch. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. You can join us live in the chat at drhonow.com on the View Us Live page or right on the stream. And we're always happy to talk to everyone. So first things first, we're heading outside. You're going to want to make sure you have sun protection. So a nice big floppy hat, some sunscreen, and I always use gardening gloves. I know sometimes it's easier, especially when you're trying to handle plants and stuff, but make sure your hands and everything are protected. Oh, we've got comments. Let me open this up here. Hello, Ryan. Hello. Welcome to our gardening live stream on how to prep your body. So gloves are important. The other thing you are going to want to do is warm up your body. So let's talk about a few different options you have there. A good way to do a quick warm up is, let's say right before you start gardening, you do a quick walk around the block just to get your body warmed up. Did you know that gardening can actually burn about 300 calories an hour? And it is a fantastic way to get whole body exercise. It uses your neck, shoulders, arms, back, legs, the whole body. So this is a really, really easy way for you to get outside, enjoy outside, and also get a little bit of fitness in. So the first thing we are going to start with is neck rolls. So let's just warm up. You're just going to stand straight, your shoulders relaxed. You're going to slowly lower your ear to your shoulder, and you're just going to rotate down, touch your chin down to your chest, back up to the other side. And then we're going to go back the other way. So this is a really good way to warm up your neck and shoulders as you're kind of leaning forward, bending down in the garden. There's a lot of looking down. So we want to make sure that this is nice and warmed up for you. Thanks, Edwin. Edwin's telling everyone to follow along. We can all get a little fitness in on our lunch breaks today. The next you're going to do is shoulder rolls. So basically you're going to stand your feet shoulder width apart. Your arms are going to hang loosely at your side. And you're just going to lift your shoulder towards your ear in a bit of a shrugging motion, all right? Then we're gonna roll backwards just to kind of loosen up the shoulders, loosen up our arms. So we're going backwards, and then after we do about 10 of them, we're gonna rotate forward. So we're just gonna do that shrugging motion forward, all right? As you're following along with these warm-ups, don't do anything too stressful. Anytime you kind of start a new workout or exercise routine, you want to make sure you don't push yourself too hard. We don't want anyone to injure themselves before they even get a chance to start gardening. All right, the next thing we're going to do is little arm circles. All right, so we're just going to stand, again, feet shoulder width apart. We're going to extend our arms out, and we're just going to make tiny circles going forward, which is great. We're gradually going to get them a little bigger. And then we're going to do the same thing but backwards. So we're just loosening up. Again, we're loosening up our joints. We're getting ready to go outside and enjoy our garden and enjoy all that outdoor time. Okay? Now, we've done a lot of upper body. The next thing we're going to do is warm up our legs a bit. Gardening involves a lot of squatting, a lot of bending over, a lot of picking things up. We want to make sure that we don't injure our backs or we don't pull anything in our legs. So we're just going to do leg swings. So you're going to want to hold on to something. I have a little table right here that I'm just going to hold on to. And you're just going to begin by just swinging your leg forward and backward in a controlled motion. We're not going for rocket kicks here, everybody. We're just going for nice, easy motions to warm up our hips, warm up our legs, just get everything nice and warm before we go outside so we don't pull anything. Make sure you do your other leg as well. There we go. So as we're just standing here, we're doing a couple swings just to get everything warm. The last thing I like to do is kind of just rub my knees a bit just to get a little bit of circulation going to my knees, because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of bending, a lot of crouching, a lot of squatting, all these different things that end up really kind of, you know, putting a strain on our bodies. So great little warm up. Good job, everybody. Hope you've been following along and that you're feeling warm. The next thing I want to talk about is a couple tools that you can use to help kind of manage expectations, manage your body. There are lots of different things that we can use to ensure that we're not doing anything that's going to injure ourselves. So first off, where's my trowel? You're going to want to get a really good tool. So trowels, maybe, you know, all your different garden tools. You're going to want to get one that's very nicely ergonomically designed, has a comfortable handle. You're not going to end up pulling, you know, your wrist. You're not going to end up damaging, you know, the trowel while you're digging. Another great tool, if you're going to be weeding. Now, I don't know about you, but this time of year, my lawn just becomes like a yellow field of dandelions, which for some people, you know, some people like that. But if you don't, and you do want to go the more natural route where you are not per se, you know, spraying everything, there are a lot of great tools that you can use. So I want to show you one that I use. So this one here is basically a stand-up weeder. The nice thing that I find about this is instead of being on my hands and knees and kind of crouching down and bending over a lot, I'm able to use it standing up. And then I'm able to actually just eject all the dandelions either onto the ground or right into the bag, which is, again, a lot easier, a lot less stressful on your body than getting down on all fours. There's another tool here, and I'll show you guys a video of these in use. But this I actually use. This is fun. This kind of feels like I'm like in an infomercial showing products here. But this one is a lot of fun because I have a lot of spruce trees. So this is a great tool. Again, instead of raking, which is a very kind of like strenuous activity, hard on your back, I'm able to use this to pick up a lot of pine cones in my yard. So again, there are a lot of tools out there that can help you so that you're not putting a lot of strain on your body. So I'm going to show you a video real quick here. Let's see if I can pop this up. There. Like to share that I use in my home that I have found to be very, very useful. Another great tool that is very good at supporting your body is our triple action back belt. So I like to use the triple action back belt because I know that gardening is a really strenuous thing that can really affect the lower back. So having something that not only supports, because it has this great core support here, but it also has the lumbar support. So I really like pumping this up, ensuring that I'm getting all that lumbar support right there. Whoops. And then that's a really good way to help prevent injuries. So you want to take all the precautions you can, because the last thing you want to do, spend a weekend outside doing all the stuff you love in your yard, and then being out of commission for the rest of the week because you ended up pulling your back or you tweak something while working in your garden. This is something that, you know, we hear about all the time. It happened to my in-laws last year. My father-in-law was out gardening and then he threw out his back because, you know, we don't often take the time thinking, oh, it's just a couple things that we're doing in the garden. I'm sure it's fine. That's another great tip is, you know, don't try and tackle everything in one day. Do try, and if you have the opportunity, maybe 30 minutes a day that you can dedicate just to doing a few things, that's another great tip on how to nurture your body to ensure that you're not overdoing it. If you do a little bit every day, you know, maybe aim to pick up 20 dandelions, or you're going to work in one section of your yard. This is a great opportunity for you, again, to have that fun, do your outside stuff, be with your garden, be outside, do the things you love without actually stressing your body out. Now, if you do happen to tweak something, which all of us have done before, don't worry, we do have the ability to help you out with that as well. So again, the triple action back belt, great for support. If you actually use it directly on your skin, it does have those built-in fabric electrodes. And of course it has our Dr. Ho pain therapy system. So you do get the benefit of using TENS, EMS, NMES therapy, and of course that's all brought to you through our AMP pulses. The great thing about that is, you know, it helps relieve pain. It helps to relax muscles, which oftentimes is the big thing, right? You know, we've overworked the muscle and then it gets so constricted and so tight. So here's a great opportunity to help you relax the muscles with a triple action back belt. And of course, it has the, you know, increasing circulation to your back. So it'll hopefully start to feel better faster. And if you don't know, we also have our pain relief stick. I love this. So I use this a lot. So my big kind of gardening story for everyone out there is I actually got tennis elbow as a repetitive strain injury last year weeding. So this is my fun gardening story that I like to share with everyone. So the nice thing about using the pain stick is that it just goes directly on. So I'm able to kind of put it all on the sore areas. I don't have to worry about it. And then, you know, it has some great ingredients to kind of help soothe muscles and, you know, right like that, nice and easy. So that's another kind of trade secret I like to share with people is that if you do go overboard, which is so common, join the club. There are lots of different things out there that you can use to help yourself feel better. Now, hopefully we have provided you with some great kind of tips and tricks on how to prep your body and get the most out of being outside, get the most out of enjoying your garden and kind of dealing with the pain. What I do want to share with you right now is a video from Tracy. So Tracy, big gardener, has a beautiful farm. I got to go film this and play with her chickens, and it was super fun. But obviously, pain can deal with a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. So let's hear what Tracy has to say.
So for many years, I have suffered back pain and body pain due to work-related issues. Once in a while, I would take a pain reliever, and though that would get me through the night, the next morning you're just waking up with more pain. The pill is worn off. When you have back pain, you don't just want to fix it for the day. You want something long-term. I love the Dr. Ho because I can keep it by my bedside. And if I'm feeling stiff in the morning, I can get up, strap it on, and I'm able to do many more things around the farm. The lifting is much easier to do because my back is supported, my posture is proper, and then you're feeling the nice pulsing and massaging feeling going through your back. The circulation is wonderful. And while the belt is relieving my back pain and making me feel so good, I can easily bend over and tend to my garden and do what I love doing most. Just making you feel good about life. I just love it. I can't do without my Dr. Ho.
I love what Tracy had to say that, you know, it really is a great alternative because you're not kind of popping pills. It's there whenever you need it. So I love that we offer a drug-free pain relief solution for everyone out there who is looking to help manage their pain. So thank you, Tracy. And yeah, if you ever get the chance, have chickens. They're fun. She has a whole bunch of chickens. That's great. So right before we kind of wrap things up here on our little backyard relief gardening special, just want to go through a few cool down exercises. So let's say you did all the warm-ups with us, you were feeling nice and loose, you spent a beautiful afternoon out in your garden, you're cleaning up and you're just finishing up. This is just some recommendations on what you can do to just kind of cool down your body after. Just like with any other workout, you want to make sure you do a warm up and a cool down after your activity. So this one is a forward fold. So you're basically going to stand your feet hip width apart. You're going to point forward. You're going to inhale, lengthening your spine up, and then you're just going to reach forward at the hips. And this is going to stretch your lower back. It's going to stretch your glutes out, and you're just going to hang down. You're going to keep your legs straight but loose. Don't lock your knees. And you're just going to hang down and try and bend forward until you reach that stretch. Okay, don't reach for the ground. Don't try and push yourself too far where you're going to hurt something, but it's just to kind of feel everything relax and loose. Liz, these exercises are so useful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you're joining along with us. Hopefully that this whole thing will get everyone outside and enjoying the sunshine while we have some. So you're just going to reach down, relax, and really feel kind of everything lengthening there. Another standing stretch that you can do after, if you've been doing a lot of the squats, a lot of the hamstrings, using a lot of those muscles, you're going to want to do something called a standing hamstring stretch. So you're just going to put one leg out, and by placing the heel on the ground, you're going to kind of rest a little bit and sink back into that leg until you feel a stretch in your hamstring. So this should start to feel really good if you've been doing a lot of the squatting on the ground, if you've been crouched down, digging in that dirt, or maybe you have been doing a lot of stand-up work in the garden as well, kind of bending at the hip. So this is another great one just to kind of stretch everything out. Yes, thank you, Jeff. Jeff loves the hamstring stretch. It works well for him. Yeah, this is a really good one, especially when you're kind of crouching down and really in a tight position. This is a fantastic stretch to help loosen things out. The last thing we're going to do is a side bend, just to really loosen up the body. We're just going to stand hip width apart, and we're going to reach our arm overhead, and we're just going to lean to the side. And we're going to feel everything all along here open up. And hopefully, if you've been using your arms a lot, you're going to feel a lot of relief with that stretch. And then over to the other side. Now, if you have been using some tools, I'm just going to do one last stretch for the elbows, because this is something that I feel a lot of people, but mostly me, need help with, is that I just do a little bit of a stretch here, and I can feel that all the way through my arm. So my hand is down, and then I do the same going backwards. All right. Well, everybody, I hope you had a nice little break with us. Got to do some stretches, got to stand up, get some activity going. And I want to let everyone know, Edwin beat me to it. You're so great, Edwin. Thanks. Just reminding everyone, next week, we have Dr. Anthony Chan from Cache Rehab joining us, and he's going to talk about tech neck. Thanks, Elaine. Thanks for joining us, Elaine. I'm so glad that you joined in. He's going to be joining us and talking about tech neck, and he's going to provide a couple different stretches and different things that we can do to help relieve that extra pain and stress in our neck. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. We hope that we'll start to see you guys on a regular basis. So our next one is Tuesday, April 30th at noon. So we're going to try and do Tuesdays at noon and see if we can get a little time slot going where we can spend time together every week. So until then, we hope to see everyone next Tuesday at noon, and we'll see you guys later. Oh, Sue Ellen, when is the next show? Yes, Tuesday, April 30th at 12, Tuesday lunchtime breaks. Yes, Yes, let's get up and move every Tuesday. I love it. Okay. All right, everyone. We'll see you next Tuesday. And until then, bye bye for now.